One of the new faces in the backstretch this year is Don Graham. The other day we had a chance to speak with him in front of his tack shop. A lot of people know the name Graham from what?
I guess it was from Graham's Racing Silks in Toronto.
And how long were you in that business?
Well, about 8 years.
Before that, back in the 50s, 60s, you were an NHL scout with the Red Wings and the Flames. Tell us about that.
Well, I was with the Red Wings from 1954 to 1972 as the head scout in Eastern Canada, and then in 72 I went with Cliff Fletcher and started the team in Atlanta. I wound up with the head scout job there, and that's now Calgary.
Now, who are some of the more famous players you scouted and maybe signed for some of those teams?
Well, of course, when the sponsorship was in, it was a little tougher to sign the players, and then they brought the draft in. But I guess Pitt Martin come through our chain, Lowell McDonald, Peter Mihaljevic. There's a lot of good players that run through your mind. But as I said, once the draft came in, it was more of you didn't have really a choice to say, well, I'm going to go out and get this player. You had to find out if you're going to be in the right place at the draft table to get him.
Now, a lot of hockey guys get involved in harness racing. How did you get into harness racing?
Well, my mother and dad passed away when I was about 7 years old, and I was raised in a farm down the Ottawa Valley, and my grandfather raised and bred and raised standardbred horses. We had about 60 on the farm, and we never raced them down there, but he sold a lot to different people around the country. So when I was in the hockey in the wintertime, I had nothing to do much in the summertime, so that's how I happened to get involved.
And now you're settled down here, you're living in Windsor, and you got the tack shop here at the Raceway.
Yes, I'm very happy here. You know, I didn't get in when the track opened, but I was a month late getting in here, but I think everything's going to work out all right.